All that other stuff can occur. How about some other stuff occurring here in the studio? We've got an amazing thing happening in this community. Joining me right now in the studio to talk about that very thing, I've got Jody Dolan and Dale Webster. And I'll tell you what, Dale Webster, because I understand you're like the official, unofficial, de facto, whatever you want to call it, spokesperson for this. Let's get to it right now. Jody passes along the paper. She said, you know what, before they sat down and before he cracked on these mics, they were like, Jody was all like, you know what, it's going to be Dale doing most of the talking. So I assumed she was telling the truth, and apparently I shouldn't have done that because Jody was all ready to go, but we're going to make Dale talk first. Go ahead, Dale. Let's tell the folks all about this amazing event that's happening this Saturday at the Secra Senior Center.
We're having a benefit for Barb Balogh. She's got lymphoma cancer. It starts at 1 o'clock. Got a live auction at 4. We've got a silent auction. One of the highlights is the hamster bingo.
Hamster bingo?
Hamster bingo. It's pretty decent. Aaron Kirkman's putting that together for us. You put 75 numbers in a box on the floor, and you feed the hamster, and whichever number he decides to go to the bathroom on, that's who wins it.
So it's kind of like cow patty bingo.
There.
Only
right.
with hamsters. That sounds really cool. And it sounds to me like this is going to be an all-day event. It's going to start early. It's going to go into the evening, and there's all kinds of good food to be had.
Right. We're going to have chicken noodle dinner.
Yeah, chicken dinners with the fixins for $7.
And pulled pork.
And yeah, Terry's making her favorite pulled pork. She does a lot of our benefits for us, so she's going to bring a tray of that up.
Very good. And this is all happening at the Secra Senior Center starting at 9 a.m. this Saturday. 1 p.m. this Saturday. And that lasts how long?
Yeah, he's trying to tell me he's going to have the auction done by 6, but I beg to differ. I've been around even long enough.
You know that he can talk. Well, his talking alone will send it past 7 o'clock most likely.
Yeah, him and Jeff Leonard both do the auction, so.
Okay, so is it going to be Jeff Leonard doing the auctioneering?
Myself and Jeff. Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't know that you could do that, Dale.
Right, yeah.
I think we might have to have you give us a little sneak peek of what an auction sounds like before you leave these airwaves. We're talking to Jody Dolan and to Dale Webster about this big fundraiser happening this Saturday. It's happening at the Secra Senior Center. It starts at 1 p.m. It's all to benefit a really good person in this community, a lady by the name of Barb Balogh. She is battling some lymphoma right now, and so this is really going to benefit her to help cover some of the costs for this. And Jody, I do want to talk to you a little bit too, because it sounds to me like you're doing a lot for this event too. When did this kind of come together? When exactly did the planning process for this start?
Oh, it was roughly, what, Dale, 2-3 months ago?
Right, 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, 2 or 3 months in the making. And we have a group of people that like to help us, and they go all out, going around to get getting donations.
Right.
And it's just been a really, really good community thing. And Dale's give a lot, to a lot of people.
Right. And I do want to know exactly about what's going to be up for grabs during this auction, because it sounds like if it requires 2 auctioneers, there's quite a bit.
Yeah, there's quite a bit. We got a couple guns. We've got a couple nice trips. There's a bike week trip down to Myrtle Beach. Another trip that's been donated. There's just all kinds of stuff. There's a little bit for everybody.
Now, who's been doing the donating? Is it individuals? Is it businesses? Who exactly is doing the donating?
Jeremy, it's been both. It's been individuals and businesses have been really helping us out. Jurassic gave us some things. Chris Dyer and Ron Gumby at the CDC. It's just a community. The whole community has just really come together for this, and I'm totally overwhelmed.
Yeah, as it sounds like you should be, because it sounds to me like a lot of people have helped out with the planning process, whether it be donations or just helping to make the logistics happen, as it were. We're talking to Jody Dolan and to Dale Webster about this upcoming benefit, all to benefit Barb Balogh. She is battling stage 4 lymphoma right now as we speak. It's happening this Saturday at the Secra Senior Center in Senecaville, starting at 1 p.m. There is a live auction. There is going to be some hamster bingo, which we learned about, and there's even going to be some dinner to be had. I understand there's some pulled pork, and there's even chicken to be had. So between the hamster bingo and the auctioning and the chicken dinner, will literally be winner chicken dinner for somebody.
That's correct.
That sounds awesome. Now, if there are any more questions about this, how can people go about finding out that information?
They can call the Secra Senior Center at 740-685-6345, or they can call me personally And my number is 740-801-0691.
Okay, so all kinds of ways for you to find out all about this event. If there are any more questions about this particular event that we're just not addressing here on these airwaves. And Jody, it looks like you want to say something else too.
There is also a Facebook page. You know how people are on social media.
Oh yeah.
So if you wanted to go to the Facebook page for Barb and Mick, there is one on there. You can hit, myself or Dale up. Aaron Kirkman, Dwayne Larson, who's supposed to help us, but he suffered some back surgeries and stuff.
Oh no, but he can still answer
But
questions.
he can still answer questions. And but you could go there, and then we also will be at the center this Friday if anybody would like to still donate.
Okay, all right, you'll be there setting up.
Yes.
That sounds great. Well, make sure that you hit this up, folks. It sounds like it's going to be awesome. One thing that I think that we probably ought to hit before we leave, the cost. How much does it cost to get in, all that other stuff?
There's no cost to get in. The dinner, the chicken dinner, is $7.
$7 for the chicken dinner. So if you would like to eat, that is $7, and then everything else kind of by donation and
Right.
all the auctioning and all that kind of thing. Hamster bingo. What can people win with this hamster bingo? That's what I want to know.
They'll win half the pot.
Oh, okay, so it's like a 50-50.
Yep.
You buy a number.
Yep.
Very cool, very cool. So it's like a 50-50 thing for this hamster bingo. Those of you who know what cow patty bingo is, you know it's basically the same thing. It's just when it comes to a hamster instead of a big old cow. We've been talking to Jody Dolan and to Dale Webster all about this upcoming benefit for Barb Balogh. She's battling the stage 4 lymphoma. Folks, if you can at all possibly make it out to this event, do so, because it was really going to benefit a really good cause, and it's really going to help out tremendously with these medical costs. It's not cheap to have these medical costs, folks, so anything that you can possibly spare, if you can at all possible make it out to the Secret Senior Center at 1 p.m. this Saturday, please do so. Jody Dolan, Dale Webster, and hey, Mick, who's been filming this whole thing, Mick Balogh, who is Barb's husband. Guys, thank you so much for coming up and talking to me, and I really hope that you see some good results with this. And Mick, all the best of luck to you. God bless.
Thank you very much.
It is 7:46.